I think that the motivation behind the book has been primarily the needs that were expressed to us by the many people that we have met in our work at JOI. Those needs that people felt an inability to, in some cases, even communicate with their grandchildren with regard to their own personal Jewish identity.
I think we also recognize the tremendous potential in Jewish grandparents to convey a sense of Jewish identity in their grandchildren, including grandchildren who are being raised in interfaith households. Well, I think the first recommendation in the book is be the best Jew you can be. So really it starts with grandparents identifying what it is that they love about being Jewish before they can even convey it to their grandchildren. So that's really where the book starts, and that's where I would recommend folks start, is to start thinking about what it is that you love, how do you express that love or that involvement in Jewish life, Jewish community, and then go from there.
You got to begin someplace, sometime, and that best place to begin and that best time to begin is right now with your grandchildren. I don't think it matters that individuals may not have been on an excessive Jewish path in the past, but I think that now, particularly in relationship to their grandchildren, they have the opportunities to celebrate, to luxuriate in their Jewish identity.
And certainly an overwhelming percentage of American Jews celebrate Hanukkah, celebrate Passover, are somehow connected to their Judaism, whether it's the books you read, the movies you see. There's a certainly cultural identity that's very strong even among Jews who aren't necessarily synagogue members. So that is one place to start. There are, of course, amazing Jewish children's books out there that you can start with your grandkids to just express in a cultural way if you're not yet engaged in your organized Jewish community or involved in a religious way. Well, communication is key in good relationships, regardless of whether it's interfaith marriage, parental child relationship, whatever it is. The important piece is to explain what you want in a nurturing way, and to get permission to do a lot of the things that we recommend in the book. We don't want anyone to do something that's going to cause additional or potential strife in any family's relationship. But many of the things we recommend in the book are simple things that that many couples would be supportive of.
I think it's also important to remember that grandparents can't take a quantum leap forward. They have to start out slowly. They have to start out with things that emerge organically, that things that are relevant to what they share in common with their adult children and their grandchildren, as opposed to using a suddenly Jewish lens to look at everything and every interaction and everything they do, which is a tendency that people sometimes have, especially if they don't see their adult children or grandchildren frequently.
And being supportive regardless is a great way to keep lines of communication and doors open. If you step back, the most important thing is that your grandkids grow up to be good and moral people. And if you keep that in mind and recognize that that's also the goal of your adult children and your children-in-law, and let them know that you're supportive of their desire to raise good and moral people, that will reduce a lot of tensions. And then you can offer Judaism as one way to provide that kind of moral grounding.
I would say, in one simple sentence, you have to open your doors to them. There are many fabulous institutions in the Jewish community. There are many fabulous contexts that will help individuals nurture the Jewish identity of children, or in this case, grandchildren. But if we don't open the doors to them, then no nurturing will take place.